Welcome to the wonderful world of Japanese pancakes, everybody. If you want to see some diabetic delicacies with a Far East flair, you've come to the right place. So I was cruising around the mean streets of downtown Tokyo going on the hunt for some top-notch pancakes. First stop on the tour is an unassuming cafe called Pinocchio. So I sprinted on inside, ordered up their famous hotcakes, and wow, just wow. I feel like I just achieved stage 4 beatus and I haven't even bit into these things yet. So let's take a closer look at these puppies. We've got 2 thick hotcakes with a thick piece of butter on top with syrup that's already being absorbed into those hotcakes. I gotta say, that's a pretty aesthetic picture right there, almost brings a tear to my eye. So right about now I'm cutting through those bad boys, and I gotta say I was expecting them to be soft, but actually they're quite hard. And whoa, this butter's trying to make its escape over here. I don't know why it's trying to get away from me, perhaps it has racist tendencies. Anyway, discriminatory pad of butter or not, I figured I'd best be spreading that pad around. After all, there ain't no sense in running a diabetes quest if you can't get heart disease in the process, that's what I always say. So let's resume the cutting action, and man, oh man, it feels like I'm cutting through a damn brick over here. How's a man supposed to spike that blood sugar when he can't even get his knife through the damn hotcake? Can you tell me that, sweetie buns? Anyway, as you can see, I've got myself a chunk of that hotcake out, and it's looking dense to the max and carb-tastic as fuck. So let's examine that tasty morsel for but a moment, and then let's take us a big-ass bite. And wow, I'm chewing on this puppy and wondering what in the wide world of refined wheat flour is this. These taste like some seriously empty calories over here. I mean, the wheat flour in this pancake has been processed so much that it's literally devoid of any nutritional value. That's a heartwarming factoid if I do say so myself. Anyway, these ultra-thick, ultra-dense pancakes were tasting a tad dry, so I decided to add me a little bit of syrup. After all, you know what they say, spiking dat blood sugar ain't a game, it's a way of fucking life. So next up, I'm trying to cut myself some more pieces off here, but I'm getting stuck, so let me cut through that second hotcake and oh yeah. Suffice to say, I just showed that hotcake who's boss. Anyway, I continued jamming large chunks of pancake down my throat, and eventually I came to a decision of sorts. I figured I'd rate these pancakes a 3 out of 5 diabetic dogs. I mean, they've got a carb-tastic flavor and an ultra-dense texture, but somehow they're just a tad too dry for my liking. Can you blame me, sweetie buns? I mean, they were good enough for me to eat the whole plate, but they weren't good enough for me to make a return visit, that's all I'm trying to say. So after I polished that plate off, I boosted on out of that cafe and sprinted full fucking speed to a little place I like to call Rainbow Pancake. Now I wasn't exactly sure why, but something about the decor outside this place filled me with a boundless sense of optimism. So I ordered up the macadamia sauce pancakes, and holy diabetes-induced gout, what the hell is that? Those pancakes are covered with a thick macadamia sauce and some crushed macadamia nuts. So let's take a closer look, and oh my dogs, I feel like I'm developing insulin resistance just looking at these pancakes. So let me slice off a piece, and wow, just wow, that knife is gliding through just like the pancake gods intended. What you're witnessing here can only be described as divine providence, and right about now I'm feeling spiritual as fuck. I mean, here we got the pure essence of macadamia nuts and vanilla wafting through the air along with warm steam gliding off those pancakes. If that ain't a religious experience, then I don't know what is. So I grabbed myself a piece of that pancake and shoved it in the general direction of my face. And holy diabetes quest, this just might be the pancake stack to end all pancake stacks. These pancakes are so oishi that I feel like my blood sugar is getting perma-spiked over here. They're just that fucking good. I mean, that warm, subtly sweet sauce coupled with that macadamia crunch and pillow-soft pancakes makes me feel like I've transcended space and time. Bottom line is the flavor of these pancakes is nice, real nice. I mean, each passing bite is like some kind of crazy-ass sensual massage popping off all up in my mouth. Shit's getting diabetic up in this mother. Mind you, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with these pancake utensils on the side here. We got a fork-shaped piece and a butter knife-shaped piece, and the maestro that works here told me this is some kind of dry pancake? I never heard of that shit before. I figure it must be some kind of Eastern thing. Anyway, I tried to puncture that thing with my fork, but it was too damn hard, so I grabbed it caveman style and took myself a nice fucking bite. Unfortunately, that thing was tinder dry and it tasted like some kind of hardtack or something. I tried the fork out too and it was the same result. I didn't know what the whole master plan was with that dry pancake situation, but I figured I'd stick to the main course, a little thing I like to call macadamia pancakes. Now, as far as the flavor of these pancakes is concerned, I'm gonna have to give this a 5 out of 5 diabetic dogs. I mean, incredible as it may sound, aside from my mom's pancakes, these pancakes right here are the best I've ever had. If you just love showing your blood sugar who's boss, and you happen to be in Tokyo, I'd highly recommend you come to Rainbow Pancake. Anyway, after I polished off that last bite, I figured it was high time to head on over to the next pancake destination. So I went tearing through Tokyo at top speed until I got to a place called Bill's. Now apparently this place is famous for risotto pancakes topped off with honeycomb butter. That sounded pretty intriguing to me, so I decided to order those risotto pancakes. So let's take a closer look at those pancakes, and holy shit, what do we have here? We got some banana action and some powdered sugar action, and wow. I guess that must be the honeycomb butter. Mind you, I have no fucking clue what honeycomb butter actually is, but I'm getting pretty excited to try it out. You might even say I'm getting borderline aroused. So I picked up that syrup cup they gave me and had the sudden impulse to take a taste. So I jammed that fork on my tongue and was pleasantly surprised to taste some maple syrup. That right there is just what the diabetic doctor ordered, so I started drizzling that syrup all up on those pancakes. And oh my beatus, look at that pancake stack. I haven't even bit into this pancake stack yet, and I'm already feeling my life expectancy dropping. Shit's getting serious around here. So I primed my slice with a little bit of that honeycomb butter. I mean, when you take that first diabetic bite, you gotta approach it all strategic-like. You can't be biting into that thing haphazardly, you gotta be organized, that's all I'm trying to say. So I set up that first bite with a trifecta of honeycomb butter, pancake, and banana. Now, admittedly, it was a pretty big bite, but truth be told, I thought I was worth it. So I jammed that bite into my mouth at life-threatening speed. And whoa, baby. The exact nanosecond that pancake pummeled my palate, I felt my blood sugar spike so high I damn near had a diabetic seizure. These pancakes are pretty interesting. I don't know if it's because they got the ricotta inside, but the consistency of these pancakes is like nothing I've ever had. I mean, on the one hand, I feel that banana and maple syrup spiking that blood sugar, but on the other hand, the consistency of those pancakes has an almost hometown heartiness to it. Now that said, I still don't know what to make of that honeycomb butter, so I'm putting myself a happy helping on top of this pancake slice. I gotta taste that butter all nice and scientific-like. So after tasting that butter with the utmost care, I did detect a slight honey flavor. Now, I ain't no butter expert, but it seems to me like they created a cylindrical stick of butter and impregnated it with some honey. That's some space-age shit right there, and I think it's safe to say the culinary skills in this place are so fucking future. So with that said, I'm gonna rate these pancakes a 4 out of 5 diabetic dogs. I mean, they weren't top tier pancakes, but they had a lot of interesting flavors popping off, and overall they made for a buck wild diabetic experience. Anyway, after I polished off that plate, I felt like I had achieved super beatus, so I decided to hightail it the hell out of there. Oh, and by the way, if you'd like to see some other diabetic delicacies, then you best be checking out some of my other videos. I've got a video on Japanese eggshell pudding, and I've got a video on Japanese hotcakes, just to name a few. I've got those links in the description box. And as always, thanks for watching this video. Why don't you leave a comment? Let me know what you think.